everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League Season 19, Week 5. Today, we're taking another look at Shenanigans, taking on what should be the Lion Tamers. I guess he's changed the icon, because it's the Lion Tamers as an institution. Very different looking now. With me here once again is Kai, and I notice Gotham is no longer picking for his team.
Banned.
Yep, Copless is just like, oh, fella, you're not allowed to do that no more, fella. No, no, no. I saw that, OD. You ain't getting to do that again. No.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned.
Okay, well, they still banned Nick's clock.
Oh no,
why they changed it.
the Shenanigans banned the Nyx clock and the IO, just dropping it on Copless. They decided that Zeus went well last game, and I guess it, for the most part, did. Rough lane, but I think he
didn't address it at all. They
around.
picked no jump for Zeus from last game. Like, it's crazy. First take Zeus,
True.
and they picked, like, what, 3 cores that need to run at you? Like, not a single blink builder?
Bringing in the Jakiro here, likely for Pages.
Unfortunately, it's not the new patch. This hero's, like, giga broken on a new patch.
Well, it'll be giga broken until probably like before we even have games next week. You know how that goes.
I don't think they're changing it. I think it's nice that Jakiro's like actually a strong support for once. I think it's a support that takes a lot more skill and like understanding of spell usage rather than Lich who just fucking mindlessly hovers his mouse on you and presses Q.
As a pause 3 player, I can confirm that whether or not a hero takes skill or is impressive or is cool to play, plays absolutely no part in their balance decisions. If a cool hero they don't like is slightly okay, Valve will be like, nope, fuck that. You want one match, or you want one patch where Mars is like playable? We don't want those goddamn collapse arenas, not in our society. No, no, no. No, my friend, you'll stick with Dawnbreaker and LC and you'll like it.
DK,
Me
fuck
picking
this
DK
hero.
into Zeus.
Okay, this hero's so broken, doesn't even matter. I used to pick DK into Zeus, man.
Radiant team pick.
Me picking the DK really early as well. They
Oh,
brought out the
this
Lena.
is
We didn't see much of
technically a
it.
tri-flag.
We did not see, I think the era of Lena being like an absolute monstrosity is kind of over. We didn't really see it much this season, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, because there's no fucking Lena players in LE2L.
I think there are. There's Kitty plays it in particular.
It's literally just Kitty. Nobody else is really a Lena player.
Trash
like-
Boat as well is
Trash Boat's
very
Lena
good
is not
Lena.
very good. No offense to him, but I've
Ooh,
played
that's
with
like his
Lena.
most played.
It's not very good.
Shenanigans got the Lich this time. They're going to be running the Midget Lich, which rocked and rolled all the way back in week 1.
I mean, there's just like never been that many Lena plays in LETL. Like back when Lena carry was broken, I was like the only person that was like drawing Lena bans because nobody else played it.
That is true. This is an interesting situation. I think this kind of... I mean, it's kind of it's a moot point at this point, but I think this has been kind of exposing a weakness in the Gotham ban strategy. Is like I said, I think this is a very meta over comfort season, and Gotham hasn't really been banning like that.
He's banning midget
And-
heroes for some
yeah.
reason. Like, why are you not banning core heroes? Like, ban Daddy's pool. Well, he banned the Tiny, I guess.
But like, he also banned the Spec as well, and the Abaddon, which I mean, I guess Midget
the
plays
spec
Abaddon.
is just
so
a
it's
meta
probably
ban though.
anything.
Like I don't think JV is a spec player in particular. They're just
no,
like
he's
this hero's
not.
meta.
Yeah. But I think he's been trying to stick with the old-fashioned strategy of just trying to ban out the comfort, and in this case, it's like Carp is not really a Lena player, but it's like the Lena in this particular patch is so strong. I don't know how much that really matters, as long as he can like play it okay, as long as he can exist with it. Like, Midget is not really a Lich player, but he certainly plays it well enough that it's like it doesn't really matter, right? You just let these massively meta heroes through, and also Death Prophet is there.
That's interesting. This is a terrible Trian game. They're like all magic damage and like 4 ranged heroes. You're never getting a good overgrowth off. Like, don't really know what. I guess it's like the only thing left in Confidence pool.
There you
The
go.
Avenger didn't work last game, and they banned 3 of his heroes. Like,
Damn, 4 of his heroes. They got the Phoenix as well. She's been running more recently.
Oh, I see.
They
So,
they
yeah,
really
I don't
dropped the
know.
piano. It's funny because you were talking about you just banned the midget. Well, they just banned the copless. They just got rid of all
Yeah,
this
but
crap.
Copless is like the playmaker on that team is the thing, right? Like they banned like 3 playmaking heroes and his signature IO, and then like what did you ban? You banned like Willow Wyvern. You have like
Dire team
2 like very high execution heroes that can, and one of them can potentially fuck your own team over. Like I don't know.
I mean, in the interest of fairness, that really hasn't happened when Midget has gotten those heroes so far. The problem with this team has not been that. That's for sure. He does
10
execute them very
seconds
well,
remaining.
at least in LD2L terms. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be.
5
I don't know if we're going to be
seconds
seeing
remaining.
the Mighty Midgets Winter Wyvern at TI exactly, but like
Well, it's just that
certainly
like
in
Wyvern
LD2.
and Willow are heroes that don't warp how the game is played. While like when you're playing as Nyx, Io, or Clockwork, like as a team, you have to change how your game is played. Like as a carry, there are just certain things you cannot do against the Nyx and the Clock. Like these are all heroes that can like randomly just like kill you from nowhere, and you have to be like very aware of that fact, right?
That's true, but I think the I mean, I would say the Wyvern as well changes more of in an offensive way.
The
Changes how
team
you
fight
play the
things,
game.
yeah.
Yeah. I would say that's a changing thing. I would say we saw in the last game a lot of strong performance on the Willow, and it'll have very limited ability to deal with that. And I mean, you can just pick better around that if you don't want to do that, though, which
Right, so
they did actually. They picked a great team to play against the Willow here, so I'm not really sure why they decided to get rid of it
I
this
don't
time.
know.
Still,
Now they also like just ban Ember when they have like a team that's actually fairly good against Ember. A
yeah.
lot of lockdown.
They banned the Ember. Are they assuming it's a P1 Lena? Like that's an interesting thing to get rid of.
Um, I don't know.
Dire team
I would assume they wanted to ban carries.
What?
Well, it's a P1 Timber. It's a P1 Timber. That's a JV comfort pick.
That's
Or I don't know if it's a
incredibly
P1
effective.
Timber, but JV's playing the Timber, so maybe it's like P1 Lena and JV's going mid. But I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be JV playing fucking P1 Timber.
Yeah, it's gonna be Danny playing Lena P1. It's gonna be JB playing Timbersaw mid, and it's gonna be Carr playing Death Prophet offlane. This is gonna
5
be.
seconds remaining.
That would be the funny
Also,
way to get
it's
this.
also the insane Timber game in 2000 draft. Like what the fuck, DK Sand King Treant.
Yeah, it's
So-
almost as good of a Timber game as it is a bad DP game for basically all the same reasons.
I mean, DP is not that bad. It's just it's rough early because they have too much magical burst. Once you get like a couple items and you can't get bursted, you're pretty well off.
I think part of it also is that you have the Jakiro who's going to be able to mess with you from a distance, and like the DK doesn't really care that much about what you're bringing to the table. Treant's going to be able to help tip things and has that big nasty root for you. The Sand King is, you know, probably going to win exchanges with you unless you get a good silence off for a decent portion of the game, right? Like, you're not really favored in a matchup, even with EXO. Like, it's still kind of rough to do things as the Death Prophet this game, at least like without the team fight just leaning entirely on the Timbersaw anyway.
I think like once you get like BKB or
I now
Eternal,
select
wherever your defensive option is on DP here, your only real like threat this game is the like the PA, unless the DK gets really far ahead, it gets like a data or something. Because like DP's biggest weakness is like physical burst, and it's physical burst and like physical right clicks at outrager. So like Drow, Medusa, sniper type heroes,
But
and they don't really have these kind of heroes. So it's really just up to PA to kill her, I think.
I'd also like to say they have another Lena player in the form of the US Danny, but US Danny is at 3 this season, so who
Yeah.
cares? Kind of another tragedy. I think if there is going to be one thing I'm going to definitely harp on at the end of this season, it would be the decision to get Warcarp and Danny on the same team. Me in
I
the
don't know,
season
their
with no
draft-
mids getting 2 mids.
Their draft makes no sense. They picked 2 mids, and then they had like 80 gold, like $80 left over after the draft. And when
Yeah.
they were like lowest MMR captain to begin with, I think, like it just none of it made sense. He didn't bid on like any of the high legend Asian players. Like I think their highest MMR player drafted is Midget, who was like Legend 3 draft.
At draft, their highest MMR was Coffee Cat, who was Legend 1 at the time.
I swear to God, Midget was like Legend 3 at drafts. He's just dropped like an entire batch since.
Oh yeah, he's been like Mighty Midget's MMR chart history has looked like a drunken driver in the past few months. Like he's been as high as like Legend 3 and he's been low as like Crusader 5
Yeah.
since the season's like since signups opened. It's been nuts.
A lot of ranked games. I don't think I could play that many ranked games to have that kind of fluctuation.
True.
Um,
What are you gonna do? Gonna have a pause one. This is like This is like straight out of the Gotham playbook. Frankly, the P1 Timber saw. The PA, I think.
saw a good Tamer game. Got away with it.
PA is like kind of one of those fake good heroes into the Timber saw. Like on paper,
He's
it's
good at a Timber later. It's just
like a
depends
lot
on-
later, and he can really mess with her getting there. It's kind of the thing. Like he's good
Well-
into the she's good into the Timber saw later, but like the Timber saw can make that later not come true.
Well, on the bright side, at least they have a later this game. Like, if they don't win their lanes, they can just farm for PA6 items, and PA can literally, like, 1v9 this game if you play
True.
it correctly.
Also,
Like-
Rip Zeus. I guess after game 1, where 5 people just ran at the first person they saw, it was a little crazy to see 5 people run at the first person they saw again.
I don't know. I think he just should have just killed E. Like, what's he laning against? He's laning against Shakiro. It's not like he can trade against him anyways. Like, the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be PA Jakiro in the safe lane for them this time. It's also going to be Sand King mid, for the record. It's going to be Sand King mid, and DK is. Wait a minute, what? DKP3? Okay, this is weird.
DK3 is okay.
No, I mean it's
Um,
not. It's not that DK3 is bad. It's that La is the 3 of this game. They
I think
switched
Matt
up.
is sick of. Matt's like, yo, I'm putting the carry pants on. I'm gonna carry.
True. Guys, I
Um,
signed up this season to not play 3 guys. I'm not playing 3 this game, guys.
I'm not sure where his Quelling Blade is.
Dire's middle tower.
Doesn't need one. There's no Furion in this game, you know?
He literally has Battle Fury queued up. I don't understand why you would not start Quelling Blade if you're going Battle Fury. Matt, please explain.
There's no Furion in this game, bro. You don't need it, bro. And no, it's actually
Yeah,
gonna be
actually
PA and the funny tree in this lane.
Oh, I'm so sad. Piedra Kiro is actually a really scary lane. Like level 3, Piedra Kiro can just insta kill Zeus like every time he shows.
But what is this compact? We're switching the roles, but for everybody on the team but Gotham, but the lanes have got to be the same. It's got to stay Love Pages, Copless Matt. Which I guess makes sense, you know, puts all the power into one lane, but it just makes it look like
Well, it doesn't work because the problem is Trient is like not a good hero to pick with fucking PA. Like they
Has been
don't do the same, like they don't synergize.
no.
Your PA jumps in and then what? Like
Haha, and then what?
you want some kind of like PA wants a high damage support because PA provides like a perma slow.
And you
Trient
also
wants a high damage carry because he provides a perma slow. Like
I would also like to add, it's not like PA is that much of a melee hero. You can depend on knives and lane pretty well. But you do still have a double melee versus double ranged lane here with a support in particular that really likes that situation. Like Zeus loves being in a lane where people have to walk up really far to like do damage and get last hits, you know?
good.
That lets them do this.
Why did he just jump on her tower? Oh, Matt's late on the dagger. The Zeus would have died if he daggered earlier.
Good body block from Danny there. Now Matt's almost dead. They're just using these sticks to stay alive here. Man, crazy jump from Chon, but it did not backfire like it could have. And now both these guys are just kind of sitting back for a minute, licking their wounds.
Oh, Danny's really far up.
Yeah, he
He took
actually.
tower aggro by mistake because he issued a attack command by mistake,
Whoops.
and the aggro switched onto him. That's
Bit awkward when that's like one of the only real carries in the whole game. Just got that kill.
Dire's
That's okay, because, you know, they still have the Lina, which is basically going to be their real P1 in this game, I guess.
I mean, the problem is the PA and the leader matchup is that at any point in the game, you're susceptible to just getting like one shot out
Yeah.
of like a fog, and it's like you don't really want to be buying a link in this game for Lina ult, but you might have to depending on how the game goes.
Yeah, it's not really like the rest of her lineup like tilts that in her favor either. It's not like it's not like the DP or the Timbersaw are really gonna like change that too much to say
Yes.
the least.
Yeah.
So much mana for that one creep.
Wait. See how people are doing last hits. Timbers at 24 to DK 17.
Yep.
He has 8 last hits because yeah, this is not a good lane combo.
Yeah, they did get. She did get 3 assists, so that's very good. Just from these two
much
guys
for
going nuts, but she has not really been able to approach the lane at all. Again, just the double melee lane against two guys who really like to see that. And again, she can rely on daggers, but you really don't want to rely exclusively on daggers. It's not a good sitch. Actually managed to get the Treant here way behind the lines with a blind Zeus W.
Wait, is he gonna die? I think he's dead.
I don't think Zeus has enough mana to do anything. Up, pop the wand. And so had enough for one more skill. He does give his life, but so does Matt. BA going down. Good play by Chon there. Very, very aggressive, going very crazy for a guy who's been pretty passive in lanes up to this point in the season. And DK dies in this lane, because, I mean, like, obviously, goodbye, Timbersaw dies with a tower shot. DK dies in this lane because this is a DK versus Timbersaw and Lich game. Do you think he's winning that? Spoilers! Nuh-uh! That ain't happening.
This is crazy. Please stop going on DP, bro, when he has charges. Oh, are they gonna get him? Wow.
The answer is yes.
Surprised. I swear DP had level 3E, and it was just gonna be cursed. Maybe they get the Zeus here as well? Go? Oh, that's so sad
Zeus,
that he
but
gets traded
Tower
on
is going to get the kill on the tree back.
that. Well,
It's basically just making this top lane a dirty stalemate. I guess Matt is like technically winning it, but it's hard to say anybody's really winning it at this juncture. Nobody has any last hits, all the money's just going back and forth with the deaths.
what does net worth look like? Matt's second in net worth, so he's winning.
There you
for
go.
Now.
He's also just, you know, mere hundreds of gold above Danny, and he just got the most recent kill, so next time he dies, you know, it's going to be the other way.
I don't know. I don't really think P can stay in this lane. It's very, it's good that he got what he could out of the lane, but, like...
Yeah, the longer
once
he stays, the worse it gets.
He pops Exo, you can't stay here unless, like, you have a Sand King rotation or something. Too much
I mean, you don't want to get the Sand King rotation in that. What do you gain from that? You know what I mean?
Well, Sand King is currently farming a stack, so...
1v2 here. Oh, the Exo is popped.
Yep. And then this is the problem with this lane.
Yep, there is no creep to jump to, nowhere to go. First Exo gets a double kill for the Death Prophet.
Well, at least Catapult's dead, so this tower shouldn't die full to 0. Because Exo's going to be mostly finished by the time it gets to the tower.
Oh, the Lich actually died there. How about that? See how that happened exactly.
Timber's up 12
Oh no, it's Courier just randomly sitting here.
Yo, there's no way you're TPing back to this, are you? Like, it's gonna be full HP because of Exo. And you have no Treant, because Treant has no TP. Oh my god,
I love the desync, baby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Blitz just going for there, I think. Yeah, because I went back to see how the Lich died.
Tower is under attack.
In the middle of all that nonsense, which was, I think he contested the Wisdom Rune and just got chased back home for it.
Well, good thing Wisdom Ring doesn't exist anymore. You got
It's
a
true.
Wisdom Shrine now.
That changes a lot. Very casual ult from the Lina to the Jakiro is not even going to get the job done. This is very sad. Though with the JB coming in, no, but this is nothing happening here except maybe Lina dies.
Oh, Lena's dead.
Yep.
What the heck?
Oh, okay, yeah, Lina very dead. Very sad situation there. Jumps, just got excited because he got a haste rune. I think that's the long and short of that. I think.
Matt's getting run at again top. I'm pretty sure you just go jungle at this point, bro.
Yeah, he's just hiding under the T1 up there now. You know, La is an Ace fan, and also met him IRL.
Wait, what? Where do they live? What the heck?
I don't know.
They're close enough?
I guess. Maybe he means Ace of Base.
Okay.
Lot falling on US Danny's head here. I wish I knew if his EXO was up. I don't think it necessarily matters right now.
I think he's dead. There's a lot of heroes in this lane.
4 come top, take down the 2 that are here.
Oh, Matt has 4 kills.
Yep.
And 20 last hits at 9 minutes.
Matt has
So,
4 kills and is below the DP in net worth still.
Yeah, that's rough. He hasn't been farming.
Yeah, like I said, it's just been a quagmire. Like, it's just he's not been getting any last hits. It's just been kill trading over and over and over. And he's ahead when he gets the most recent kill, and he's behind when he doesn't. Except in that case where the kill gets split 4 ways and he doesn't even pull ahead with that. Lena's broke though. This mid did not go her way this time.
I don't understand how you broke on Lina. If you're getting broke on Lina, you just buy clarities and you fucking spam Q on the wave. Like, bruh. I guess Anakin did take the stacks he made for himself. That's why he's so high on the net worth chart.
Yeah, mid seems to have been mostly the set. Matt?
Tower's dead.
Matt's psychopath?
There's no way. What is he doing, bro?
You actually did get to jump to the creep
you just
wave.
killed a tower. Why are we chasing this?
It's the tree. Just barely lives from the tower damage. Is going to kind of walk into the Sand King here, which would be bad if JB wasn't
why
here
is he
to
just
clean.
channeling all like that? What the heck?
With the catapult and the EXO here, this tower is gone. Dunzo. And while Matt didn't die, he just wasted like a minute running away, basically, doing nothing of value.
Okay, mid's taking a lot of damage too. We have a catapult and DK this bottom, so maybe we trade.
Nope, they're pulling into bot, so trade is not happening. They could deny this tower.
TP has no EXO. What are they gonna do? Like, your PA down here as well. Oh, Sand King's using the ult that he didn't use previously.
1v1 between Sand King the Timber, and Timber dead.
Big kill. 400 gold.
Yeah, the Timber going, just rushing right for Kaya. Didn't even have that yet, so no real ability to survive that. Cobblus gets a kill on a courier and then gets a death. Big Lich Hold here between the 2 real cores. Hits the PA and the DK.
Matt needs to stop fighting, man. Just go hit creeps. Don't know what you're doing in that position. Like it's...
La is gonna get chased down and killed by the DP.
Oh, Danny's going the fucking right click build. This is funny. I like this build. He's gonna go like Ags afterwards. I'm pretty sure. He's gonna go like probably like Hurricane Pike Ags.
Well, he just got a triple kill and made $1,000, so it's gonna come out soon enough.
Oh my god. The Timber is not as head as I thought it would be coming out of lane, considering.
Oh, no. Yeah, he kind of.
But the DP is kind of rich now, huh?
Yeah. DP making stacks. Giraffe said this would never happen. Good intervention there from the Lich is going to keep the DP alive long enough to at least get this EXO out. And just
And
doing
a
everything
lot of
she can to
damage.
stay up.
Oh.
Does eventually go down, but not before getting 2 more kills. But PA is in for this now, and it suddenly looks
Oh,
really
Jerry might be
bad.
dead.
Yeah,
He's under
definitely
tower.
dead. 4 for 3 trade.
Dire's bottom tower.
2,412 gold passes in the hands of the Dire, mostly into the Jakiro PA's pockets here. 1,000 into the Radiant's hands, basically all into Death Prophet, who still actually made a Death Profit from that. Get it? Don't laugh at that, God's sake.
I like puns, what do you mean?
You gotta like better ones than. Oh no, Joy-Con Drift, you gotta like better ones than
Dire's
that.
middle tower is under attack.
Carp's still broke, poor guy. At least he's doing the right thing here, which is just hitting creeps and dying to skeletons. Oh my god, that would have been bad.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Travels first?
This is a very desperate play here from the Sand King. Sees what he thinks is an opportunity, but just gets squashed by the ults from the support line.
People need to stop going on this DP. DP is like very deceptively tanky
Dire's bottom
with this
tower
maxed out
is under attack.
Soul Siphon or whatever the
Yeah,
fuck it's called,
unless
and,
you have
like,
some way to stop that or silence it, you can't, yeah.
you also like don't have a vessel or anything. Also, Jamie just casually kills.
Yeah, that's
if you
true.
kill off on the side.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a question of who gets the vessel, because Gotham is broke. He's got just blink and that's it.
You don't need to go. You don't need a vessel. Just don't go on DP. Go on.
There you go, yeah.
Zeus.
A better idea. I mean, I think at this point, maybe the best possible play you got in your book is to smoke and hunt for the Lena, who is, like, just a
I
cash
think the
pinata.
play is you see this 100 HP tower bottom. You send like DK to just kill that tower by walking out from the fucking tree line, and then you have a map to play. Because right now they have all tier 1s up, and you have no farm and like nowhere to farm because this PA needs a lot of time before she's going to be useful.
She has at least second place net worth. That's finished her Battle Fury, so she can get on that, but she is only getting on that now.
She needs like BKB to not instantly die to all this magic damage, and then like she needs like an actual damage item afterwards to kill people.
What the hell is that? DP throws a knife at Lich, who responds by just immediately smoking, just right in front of her, and then then PE just walks away. What kind of encounter is this? And now the
Alright.
Lich is stalking her deep into the jungle. Is gonna find her with potato and tomato.
And actually get solo
Yeah.
kill here if
Here
he
comes
has-
the
yep.
ult. She's really got nowhere to go. Oh no, don't get too close, Clopless! Okay. She does not get too close to the Clopless until,
Midget should have just put the Spire right on top of himself, and the PA dies for sure. But because
There
he
you
put the Spire on top of the PA actually lives.
Still, at the very least, getting the TPN to break that up from the Treant Protector cost 2 lives of bot and the T2 tower. So even though it wasn't as good as it could have been, at least it got something for it. And Carp and Zeus just kind of found the... How did they win this fight? In my head, they shouldn't win this. Oh, it just... Yeah, just dropped all the magic damage in the world on him. Nice ult, Chon. And Homeboy does not have
They need his
anything.
bottom tier 1. They have no map. This DP went egg, so you're gonna lose your tier 2 is like really fast. So
You just need to get that Shroud ASAP on the Sand King, I think, which is a tough situation to be in. Yeah, but he's in fact queuing it here.
it's so far away.
Yeah.
And like the Shroud doesn't even help against Lena because you don't take instances of damage. You just get like one shot instantly by the ulti. It's like
That's true, but the problem that he's having here, at least at this point, is he's taking in a whole bunch of damage from the Zeus, he's taking in a whole bunch of damage from the DP, he's taking in a whole bunch of instances of damage from everybody else. It's
yeah,
like,
but like by the time
you're
you finish
never-
it, though,
you're never gonna live the Laguna Blade. That's just like off the table if it starts that way. So at least you can live through other things, and like, you know, your Sand Kings, they're gonna do damage no matter what. That's the upside, right? Like you can always count on that.
we should just go BKB at that point. Stops the temper pure damage too, which Shroud does nothing against. Or you just go like Giga Chad build where you just buy an eggs and then don't need to tank anything if they're all dead.
There you go.
Yeah, just hit this tower, please. There's no way people in LE2 are gonna react to you like autoing the tower 3 times.
You would be surprised.
Is under attack.
That's all I'm gonna say. I think there was actually a game earlier in this season where somebody lost because that happened. Like, somebody went to go slap a tower, you know, 1 or 2 more times and just got dropped for it, and then that was it.
They lost the game off it. Well, I don't think they're gonna lose the game at 18 minutes because
Yeah, not at 18 minutes, no, but
they 4-man TP to a tier 1. But
rip to the tree. It's getting cut down in no time at this juncture.
yeah, Danny realizes they can't do anything, so he just buys his eggs and just kills other towers. Like they're probably gonna take both these tier 2s and go Roche, and the game's over. They don't have damage to fight right now on Dire. Like
Danny
SMY
used
is
to
not
be doing
finished.
a very right-click oriented build. Is now going Shiva's Guard, which I mean isn't antithetical to that,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower is under attack.
Even just for armor, she needs armor
Yep.
against this PA lineup.
just get AC. This but on
Their magic. I mean, Shiva's nicer because it works with her spells too, right? Like the damage. And your eggs ghost is counts as a spell, not as a right click.
Kind of true, but your ghosts are also physical damage, so the armor break you're giving off of the AC is going to do the same thing, and it also affects. It also affects the ghosts that you get from right-clicking, which I don't think you do.
Yeah,
with
but
the,
if you look at the
Shivas.
rest of your team, they're all magic, right? So
That is
Shiva's
true, yeah. It's a very nice teamwork-oriented choice, but that would be the first such decision Danny has made this season, so that'd be a bit interesting.
I think Danny realizes he doesn't even need BKB because all their magic damage is TLT. It's not burst, and they can't actually burst her. So just going over straight armor.
Heck,
So
so
just up to a fight with no BKB is probably just gonna die for it.
quite likely gets silenced at a very inopportune time, to say the least, and goes down to the Temper Thaw and the DP, who are the only survivors on the... Oh no, Jakiro lived that too somehow, or died too early to be on this fight recap. Either way, even though that looked like a very, you know, bad situation for the Dire, they actually only... The gold difference between the two teams, there's only 500 gold. Losing PA, pretty bad, but at least she made $500 for it. DP walking away with the lion's share of the money.
If I'm PA, I'm not looking at SNY shard anymore. I'm looking at possibly eggs into rapier.
Well, looking at BKB
Or
before any of that, I
at least
guess.
some kind of damage. Don't think SNY is cutting it out. Well, yeah, you have to finish VKB, but like, I think you need damage. I don't think SNY is gonna cut it here with how low damage you guys are. Like the Sanction super behind going BKB, so won't have
Lich
damage,
paused.
and then
This is like the no damn. The hell? Damn, Copless.
wait, what?
Copless.
That's
It's leftover anger from the season they were together. With Carp actually was the Joel Carp, Dusty. I forget who their P4 was in Midget season. Was that Sebo on that team? I think he was on the next Joel team, actually. Oh well, Midget was on the team. That's the important part. I guess it's... Oh, it's Copless. What was I saying? I was literally saying he was there. The Joel, Carp, Dusty, Copless, and Midget team. It's leftover anger from that. And everybody in the world calls Copless toxic because he just said that Midget has a monkey brain, which is not very nice, if I'm being honest with you. If Reflexy was in this game, right now we would be in the middle of a 15-minute pause. I'm telling you.
so toxic confirmed.
As if you needed confirmation. I like how now they don't have the Philosopher's Stone icon anymore, so now when somebody has it in an old replay, it's just like a pile of broken crap. It's just like a shattered
gold?
rock. Maybe,
That's gold, no?
but it looks like nuggets. It doesn't look like coins. So maybe it's gold nuggets, so it just looks like a
maybe it's
shattered
gold
rock.
nuggets. It's
Yeah, there you go.
unforged coins, you know?
Yeah, there we go. The birth of a coin. The Ice Frog watched how it was made and decided to make this icon. Danny Shiva's guard is finished. He's sitting on 1,000 gold. He's floating, as they would say in RTS. 1,000 gold. Not sure what he's doing next. Apparently, walking into 5 would be a pretty good answer, I think.
He has no mana, but he has a 20 wand.
He
That
does.
he's not gonna use? Question mark.
No, he's gonna use it. He's just waiting for his team to show up. Don't want to waste an asset like that. Lina is going to be hasted coming in on the side of this. I think she's a little far and a little low on mana. Yeah.
Crazy they went on a DP with like 200 mana and couldn't kill her. Like, they just have very severe damage problems, and I think
Walk into the back of the DK, just murder him.
Okay, PA's behind.
Radiant's courier has
Showed himself by killing 2 couriers.
Radiant's courier.
What's the plan here?
Show himself by killing 2 couriers and then leave, I'm guessing.
Can we go a damage item on map, please? No,
No.
SNY, please.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Please no SNY. Like, you have to realize that your team has no damage, right?
You're flaming John Dota buff saying that. He's like, S&Y is the greatest damage item in the history of Dota. It's too many stats.
SNY is a lot of stats. It's just, it's not a real damage item. Like, what does it give you for damage? Like, 16 agi or some shit?
I don't remember. You're gonna have to take it up
16,
with them.
16 agi,
I mean, the
20
thing
attack
is,
speed.
yeah, the attack speed there, in combination with the attack speed, you also get out the edge. It makes it a little difficult to quantify exactly how much the DPS increase it is. It is some, but I do
You
think,
quantify
yeah, you
it.
probably...
It's 36 agi and 16 damage on a hero that gets a shit ton of attack speed built into W. So you actually just want damage.
There you go.
Like, buy a Basher, man.
There we go.
Cost less too. Or buy actually, I don't know if you want to buy Dazzle, because this DP already has a Shivas.
I mean, you're at least eating into it,
Radiant's
if nothing
middle
else.
tower
And DP isn't going to be the thing you're beating up in every fight, you know. In fact, if anything, ideally, right now, you probably like don't want to jump on the DP, do you?
Radiant structures
Realistically.
are fortified.
I don't think you ignore the DP though, so it's too far ahead.
I think it's like you as a team you can't ignore the DP, but I think at this point you have to be honest enough with yourself to say you're not the one to handle that. You're playing from far enough on the back foot where it's like what PA
Well, like,
wants
who's
to
handling
happen.
it, right?
What PA wants to happen in fights is for the Sand King and the DK to be in DP's face, taking up her time and attention, which they have been able to do thus far. Well, she just comes into the backside, gets like the Lina or like somebody on the support line, and then gets the hell out. Like that's where you're at right now, I think.
Yeah, well, PA's the only hero that can kill his DP though. Like, what happens after you kill Alina and then DP kills your team? Then you just lose your tower.
Well,
you can't
the current status quo is, and I don't think there's any item right now that changes this. Is you either kill the Lina and then DP kills your team, or you jump on the Lina, or you jump on the DP, die, and DP kills the rest of the people on your team, and also you in the process. You know what I
he
mean?
just jumped on Lina and couldn't even kill Lina because Lina has a fucking Ghost Scepter, and then he's dead.
Yep.
So,
Tried to jump on the
game is-
Lich instead.
I don't know, man. Like, if I was in this game, I'm going
Thanks,
Rapier.
Steve.
I don't even think I'm going BKB, to be honest. I might be going fucking just Ags Rapier. No
Danny's
BKB.
posting that XD in chat. This team's
What's
about
up,
to be the
Bob?
first in LD2L history to win with a Timbersaw P1 at this rate.
Dyer's middle barracks.
Timbersaw is just not a very common hero to see. Not a lot of players for it.
Radiant's bottom
Yeah.
It's like, even among the offlaners in this league, not many of them play it.
You know, I beat Minoy on the Timbersaw once, you know.
Like, Minoy played Timbersaw, or you played Timbersaw?
I played Timber. He was on LC, and I beat his
Wait,
ass.
when the heck did you play LD2L, or is it like in-house?
I was actually standing in. It was scrim, in fairness. I was standing in on a scrim between the Roxy Roro team that season and the Gotham team that season. Manoy was also standing in opposite me, and we beat his ass. We rolled right over him. So I play Timber Saw. If you ever need a Timber player, just get me to stand in, or JB, I guess. That's fine too. Oh, JB's griefing. Oh wait, no. Peaches is griefing herself there. just force
That's
stabbed
fucked
the
up.
DP into her face and died immediately for it.
Okay, I don't really know what happened in this game, to be honest. Like, lanes looked okay, and then DP got like a triple kill, and I felt like the game was just over. They had
Yeah, I
no burst
think.
damage
Yeah,
to this DP.
I think the crucial issue with it is that they just had. They
Too
had a
greedy, I
very.
think.
The PA fell too far behind. I definitely agree with your assessment that she was fighting too early too often. The DP fell out of control. I don't think they were really building around or expecting the DP to build like this. I think okay, they might win this
The
fight,
issue is they
maybe?
just need way too much farm. Like, TA and DK both need a ton of farm to make work, and then
Yeah.
like the DK is like countered by this Timber, so even if he gets farm, he's not that strong. And then like
Oh,
they just
DP,
lost all their
or
buildings.
Timbersaw missed the, missed a tree there. Still got the
PA
kill
finally
and
the
everything.
shard. Died instantly though, unfortunate. So very unfortunate.
Oh no, he's tipping Matt. JB got the shard so he can push buildings. You know, it's good for that, I guess. I'd have got it off a Torm or something. I wasn't paying that close attention to that.
Dire's bottom barracks.
I will be honest enough to say that everybody's sitting in the ice bath. JB cuts all the trees that nobody is actually hiding in secretly.
Okay, so they actually have a pause one DP, and
Dire's middle
like
tower is under attack.
You remember when people used to do that? That was crazy. That one patch, that was a thing.
there's a patch where pause one DP was a thing. I don't remember.
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I remember pause 5 DP patch.
There was like there was one patch where you just ran pause one DP, and I think it had a legitimately 100% win rate in LD2L when you did that.
Who the heck is playing pause one DP in LD2L?
Gotham was doing it a lot actually, in that particular season.
Sounds about right.
I think Cheeseburger was doing that as well. There's just a lot of people who don't really play DP. We're just doing it because there's just funny crap you can do with it.
Okay, well, they got
Everybody-
the DP.
Everybody kind of dies in Fountain here. Oh no, the Lich. I can't see if he has ult. Doesn't matter though. This PA is just gone. Even with the DK just sitting on top of the Lena hitting
All
her.
it. Grats, you wanted to stand in. We weren't allowed. You're so good.
True.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have allowed to stand in. Maybe
Yeah.
talk to your captain about that.
You had the right. Everybody who has declined J-Bay as a stand-in this season has gotten away with it, okay? Like, you had the right to decline. Also, Jabby getting all the credit. That's true. I mean, he was good this game. He didn't do anything game one. Not anything that the regular player wouldn't have. I mean, he balled over this game, but also he's like a pause one Timbersaw. You guys lost to a P1 Timbersaw. I don't know if it's time to get mad. I think when you lose to P1 Timbersaw, it's time to get introspective. Because you really didn't
like
even
it.
lose to that. You lost to this crap. You lost to this doofy DP build, and I think that was a lot of
I mean,
it.
this DP build is good if you're ahead. You just have to get ahead.
There you go. So, you heard it here first. If you want to succeed as DP, you have to get head. That's what Kai says.
Yeah,
Blame
get head.
him. Well, that's certainly an unusual situation. I think his team can make this a non-unusual situation. I don't think the disparity between teams is that bad this season. I think this was just a great demonstration. I mean, this is a very unorthodox way to roll this lineup, but I mean, it makes sense for what this team wants to do. You've got the Warcarp, who is the one-man burst man guy. You've got Danny on the big crowd pleaser team fighter man. You've got chon on a hero that everyone hates and will gladly dive like a psychopath trying to get. You got Midget on a guy who likes to throw chaos in a fight, and you got Coffee Cat, or J-Bay in this case, doing whatever random crap you want him to, and this was certainly some random crap. I think this is what this team should have looked like. I think if this team looks like this, and you see like wins against the Luth team, maybe you see definitely the win in the average team games, perhaps. Like I think that was probably one of the better shots they had. Um, I don't really think that J-Bay as a P1 stand-in is all that busted. I don't really agree with the idea that this is like, oh, this stand-in won it. I mean, definitely not in game one. I think you're a neutral arbiter here. Would you agree with that fact? Like, if Coffee Cat was on the Spectre in game one, just based on what you know about him, do you think that's a win? Probably.
I mean, I have contacts on this team that tell me that Coffee Cat apparently is not a good Spectre player, but I'm sure that even if you're not the greatest Spectre player, you can press Alt when your tiny goes to combo someone, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I
The
don't think I
communication
agree with
thing.
that. I don't think I agree with that. Having seen it through through the various seasons of this game, I think the contact who told you that is probably just sour grapes. Just doesn't like him. But but yeah, I mean, I don't think anything changes with Coffee Cat in game one as long as they're able to keep their head in the game, get things together, not just be tilted at minute zero, which I guess is going to be the problem. But like
I
if
mean, if I'm gonna be entirely honest, it looks like Danny just flipped the coin and got heads 2 times in a row.
yeah.
And we didn't see griefing Danny today, so they
Yeah,
won the game.
I mean, God's sake, you should have seen him last week. Me picking a useless hero game one and actively throwing game two. But yeah, I don't know. If you see this version of this team, if these guys can put on their put on their big boy pants and get along, get drafts that look like this, because I think this is the platonic. I mean, obviously not the Timber
There's
P1,
definitely a mental
but
thing to it though.
yeah.
Like when you know you have JB on your team, then you're more confident in your ability to win, so you'll play better.
There you go. But I don't think you have to be. I think you can win with a Coffee Cat just fine. I don't think there was that big of a difference in this game. I mean, you had a Timbersaw P1 in this second game, and he didn't even have to do anything because the DP just ran over everything. That's not a stand-in. You get that guy playing DP every single week, unless he just takes a game off, I guess. Like, that's pretty much how that goes, right? Like, like the JV had very limited impact in this series, I would say, as a broad thing, right? If you can just put on your big boy pants and get along and communicate effectively as a team, and you can get this. Like this
That's a
is
lot.
not.
That's a lot easier said than done, though.
That's
Like the whole
true.
mental part is actually a lot harder than your mechanical, like how good you are at Dota part, right? That's really what makes or breaks a lot of these teams.
That's true. I'm not just saying it like you can wave a magic wand and get it to happen, but I do think that there is a lot of this situation where if it is as you describe it, it is a situation where you just got to be emotionally mature adults and say, I don't have to like you, let's at least just try to get along. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
don't think that's
you're
that big
telling
of a
Dota
thing.
players to be emotionally mature adults, though. Like kind of a
That's
tall order.
true. I mean, look at Kai. Oh, jeez. Anyway,
Jeez.
yeah,
Yeah, I hate all my teammates. I don't get along with anyone. All my teams are toxic.
I
You
think
know,
outside of that season with London, that's basically true. Quick,
it's literally not true. What do
say
you mean?
one nice thing about that Mickle team. Quick.
I like Miko and Poho. What do you mean? It's just that the other two
Damn.
members did not like each other very much. So yeah, that's my explanation for that
The
season.
the
That
other
that
two
literally had nothing to
members
do
didn't
with me.
like each other very much, as opposed to you, who got on swimmingly with them.
I didn't know. I mean, I was okay with guys. I played an AGL, or I played part of the AGL season with them as a stand-in. Math, I don't know. I don't really play with them.
Either way, yeah, I think this could be them. I think if you really it really is maybe just if it's that difficult to get along, then just for God's sake, sit down. You're two human beings. There's more to life than Dota 2, you know?
You just
You
mute
do more
Mike and
things. I
then
mean,
treat it like a pub, you know?
sit down, talk things out because this was good. This is a massive upset, and it didn't even have to be. You can make this
Sounds like
real. You can make this happen. Pick like this, play like this, you'll get this result. It's as simple as
sounds like
that.
a lot of effort for casual Sunday Dota 2 league.
Is it that much effort though? I mean, I guess it's effort, but is it wasted effort to like get along with your fellow man? Is it wasted effort to try and like be a better person and like communicate better and, you know, develop your conflict resolution skills or make friends? Is that so much to ask? Is that you know what I mean? I
I
don't
think
think
that,
that's necessarily a
that depends
wasted.
on who you ask, like obviously, right?
No, says yes, Danny. Why would I need conflict resolution? I could just win the conflict. That's what he would say. Anyway, a little bit too creative on the draft of the Gotham team. I feel like the second game, it felt like they were just trying a mix up for the sake of a mix up and didn't really think it through. I don't the first version
I
of the
mean, I think
team the first version of the team with Rauk, I think you could execute a mix-up like this, and Rauk and Mompt, you could execute a mix-up like this and get away with it. I think you're losing a lot on. I think you're losing a lot on La to throw him somewhere that's not one. I think if you don't want if Matt doesn't want to play three, and that's fine, more power to him. I think he shouldn't. I think he's proven everything he needs to on pause three. He's got nothing more to prove there. So I think if he's here to learn Dota 2 League, then he should be playing these roles where he's, making mistakes and fighting too early and where he has some improvement to make here because he's not going to learn anything playing impostery and stomping people like in a pub, right? I think if you want to run a version of this team that has somewhere to go, that's not just going to have like the pause 3 mat, then just have La pause 1, have Matt pause 2, have Gotham pause 3, have Pages pause 4, have Helpless pause 5. Gotham and Pages are a friend stack anyway. La and Accomplice should be winning lanes very consistently. That's a very solid P1 with a very good support player, right? Like, you have somewhere to go on that foundation.
I mean
Um,
that sounds fine in theory. I think the main issue is that like um Shenanigans like really expose them in draft. It's just like if they don't get confident on a playmaker, it feels like um their 2 and 3 players don't really understand how to make things happen on the map. Like they
well,
don't know how
yeah,
to
La,
take
La
favorable
doesn't La,
engagement.
La doesn't play this role. What do you expect?
Yeah, exactly. So
Like,
what I'm saying is like they need to figure out like how to get some sort of like active role in the game
I
after laning phase ends without putting Coppus on like Nyx or Clock.
yeah, I think Gotham as P3 can do that. I think that's like it's a role where he can definitely perform. I think he performs stronger there than he does mid. Um, I think he can stick Gotham there. I think Matt, at least broadly, knows what to do from that lane. We've seen him to good effect do playmaking from mid in this season, as well as I think most prominently in back all the way back in season 12, right? So you can definitely have that. I think you can have your cake and eat it too with this lineup, with that version of that lineup. I think it exposed more notably an issue, I think Gotham and overhead, because really, it's not really much Gotham picking this season. It's Otto von Bismarck, who's been running layouts for this team, who's been running drafts for this team for the most part this season, and Gotham just trying to put his orders together, basically. And I think it did kind of expose an issue with that those two guys had with this particular patch, where I think this patch had different rules for drafting than the standard patch. I think most patches for LD2L, comfort beats meta, not this one. I think this patch, meta was beating comfort 9 times out of 10, and when it wasn't, it was either just because the other team was bringing equal comfort or because you were in situations where like somebody just obviously dropped the ball in a situation where like no pick was going to matter, if that makes sense, right? And I do think they never really got around to that fact. Maybe this new patch, I mean, it's going to by default change it because the meta isn't very solid for how an entire new map change. Like, yeah, the pros are going to do stuff they're going to ape for a while, but they're still experimenting too. So what hope do you have, right? So we are kind of getting back to a situation where that pick strategy might have more to it. But this like flip the script thing, no, I don't think that's where the money is. I think it's flopped before in that crazy game where they had La as a stand-in, they had him P1 as Lifestealer, and they completely sacked his game from Matt, who went mid Medusa, in like a way better Lifestealer game than Medusa game, right? Like that was like whack, right? You can't be doing that. trust this guy. I mean, this guy, like last season, this guy was like the top CS in basically every game, right? Like on a team that had otherwise pretty much average performance, this guy was making a lot of money. You can trust him. You can trust him to hit creeps and then come out of the jungle when he has a bunch of items, right? Trust him. Put Matt at mid, because that's really where he probably wanted to go anyway. He can make plays from there, and that's like what is going to keep him happy. Gotham and Pages in the off lane because Gotham can run that P3 and they're friend stacking with Pages who can definitely play P4. And then you can do a lot with that. That's my opinion.
I don't know.
And
Maybe they'll take your advice.
I
But
think maybe, and I think that's just kind of you could get down to like, oh, Matt was fighting too early. You can get down to that, but I think this is 2 games in a row where it was like that strategic layer, and maybe the top line of the tactical layer, but that strategic layer is really where it all fell to pieces for them. I think in both of these games. So either way, with that being said, this is an hour-long recording to talk about a 20-minute game. So, if you or somebody you know wants to learn Dota 2 at a casual or more competitive level, go to ld2l.gg today to sign up. It's too late to get into this season, maybe unless somebody else quits. But it is not too late to be standing in. We need plenty of those. It is not too late to join the in-houses, which will be happening after the season. And it's not too late to join up for queues, which are popping everywhere you look. So, ld2l.gg, follow the link to the Discord server. That's where the action is happening. You can bring your friends, certainly. Jasso did. And we will see you this Sunday with whatever wins the poll. Want to say goodbye?
all right. See you guys next time. Maybe.
Maybe.
My availability is not the best, you know.
We'll get you on next time, and you'll be like, hey, guys.
Hey guys, I'm actually Batman.
Oh my god, what is the PA doing? What am I watching right now?